Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for Clique kits and I'm going to be using the September kit and the September sketch for this video. So here is the sketch for September. I am going to stay to it pretty closely. I do not do the stitching around the border because right now I kind of can't get to my sewing machine. I have retreat boxes piled up around that table and I can't sew. So there's not going to be any sewing, which I really wanted to do. I guess I don't know. I should have just moved some things around and did it, but I didn't. Maybe later once things are cleared out and I can move things around, then maybe I will. However, I did not have it on there for the video. But I really love that sketch. There's lots of beautiful layers. 2 photos. You guys always love it when I do multiple photos. And they're different sizes, which is super fun. So the one is pretty close to a 4x6. It's a little bit smaller than a 4x6. And then the horizontal picture is a 3x4. And I've actually trimmed it down a little bit smaller than 3x4. So this was super fun because I do have all of these scrap papers left over from previous layouts that I've created. So this sketch was perfect to do or to use those extra bits that I just have kind of left over from this kit. I still have a couple full 12x12 papers left, but on this layout I really wanted to use up a lot of those scraps, I guess. So you can see I'm just taking them and layering them behind, and if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I pull it out. There really isn't any right or wrong to layering papers behind your photos. For me, if it looks right, I keep it. If it doesn't, I take it out. So the white polka dot, or the white with the black polka dot, was too much white and it blended in with that floral paper that also has that white background, so it didn't look right to me, so I didn't keep it there. So I flipped it over and there's more black on it, so I'm going to use that kind of right behind the photos. And then I'm going to pull out these craft tags that came in the kit, and I still have a ton of those left as well, and I'm going to just use the tops. I'm going to take it's not twine, I think it's jute. I'm going to take that out and then just use the tops of the tags, because I could possibly use the gold foil part on something else. I could cut it out or fussy cut it or whatever for another layout one day, because you're not going to see those parts. They're just layered behind all of the paper layers, which is exactly what is on the sketch. Like I said, I'm following it pretty closely. The layers might not be exact, but I was using the scraps that I had for the layers. So I really had a lot of fun creating this layout, and I hope that you guys will also play along and use this sketch. If you do, make sure you tag Clique Kits. We would love to see your take on the sketches. Every month there is a new sketch. If you're not part of the Clique Kits Facebook group, it's called The Clique. You need to head over there and check that out as well, because all of the design team members share all of their work over there. And you're allowed to share whatever you want to share in there. And there's lots of great tips and tricks on how to use up your kits. Some of the design team members do live videos in there. I did a live video, I think in August, in there showing how to do some do-it-yourself embellishments. So that is an amazing group to be part of. So if you're not over there, definitely head over there and check it out. So right now I'm just going through the ephemera, and there are a ton of pieces in this pack, you guys. I have a ton left, and I've created, I think, 3 or 4 layouts with this kit already. I still have a lot left from this kit, which is amazing. So right now I'm just kind of layering things around to see where and what I want to use. A lot of these are actually going to change, and I'm not going to use them exactly where they are. So on the sketch there were some little fishtail banners hanging out the side here. So these are, from the ephemera pack, and they have words on them, but these are things that I probably won't use the words for, so I just figured I would just use them for the little fishtail banner part kind of hanging out the side. And again, I'm leaving this in there, and I slowed this video down because this video didn't take me long to create. I usually speed it up 4 times, but I have sped it up at 2 times for this video to kind of slow it down and let you guys see exactly how I pick. And like I said, there's really no right or wrong reason of why I do things. There's no right or wrong way to pick your embellishments. I just pick what I think is pretty or what I think will look good on this layout, and then I try it out, and if I don't think it looks good, then I move it or I take it away. And so I wanted to slow it down to show you guys the actual process of what I do and how I do that and how I pick my embellishments. And so one of the embellishments that I picked is a little tag at the bottom, and it says, "You are my happiness." And one says, "You plus me." And the other one is an arrow pointing to the pictures, and it says, "This was amazing." So these photos are not, the one of my husband and I is not that great. I'm going to be honest. It's really dark. My daughter took it. But in person, you can see, you know, what it is. You can still see what it is. It's just not the greatest. It's not the best photo. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adhering everything down. But these photos were last year when he took us to the mountains. So a little backstory behind that. He took us to the mountains to see the leaves changing, right? And drive on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which was amazing. It was my first time. It was beautiful. But everything was already dead. The leaves had already changed and died and were gone, and we were too late. It was kind of sad, but we did still have fun, and the mountains are still gorgeous no matter what. So this year we're going to try again. So last year they said the leaves were going to be changing later in the season, so we waited until November to go, and they were gone. They were dead. So this year we're going, I think, like kind of mid-October. So I'm hoping that we, fingers crossed, we get it right this time. And one of my friends is actually coming with us, and Greg is going to drive us through the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we're going to stop and get pictures and all of the pretty things. And I hope that we hopefully get to see some pretty colorful leaves, because I've always wanted to go to the mountains when the leaves are changing and see them. I'm from the coast of North Carolina, and I've been to the mountains several times, but I think they've been in summertime and then the winter. But I've never been in the fall to where I actually got to see the leaves change. So I'm hoping that this year will be different and I'll have some better pictures. But we still had fun last time. I still documented the pictures, obviously, here. And I've made several layouts with those pictures because I took so many. So hopefully y'all will get to see some really, really pretty photos with pretty colorful leaves after this. So like I said, right now I'm just gluing everything down. So for me, I don't like to glue things down until I get them where I want them. Some people glue as they go, but that's just not something I can do personally, because I have to make sure that it actually looks right before I start adhering stuff down. So you can see down here at the bottom, I did take one of those branding strips from one of the papers and stick down there. I just really thought that that was cute, and I thought it was a good way to bring in another pop of that green color, which I'm really, really liking actually in this kit. I'm usually not a green person, but it really works with the rest of the colors in this kit. It's really, really a great green. So now I'm going to pull out these little tiny word stickers, and I believe that they are, let's see, they're from Pretty Little Studio, Savannah Dreams. They're really, really cute. I love black and white because you can pretty much use them for anything. And they've got some really, really great little sayings on them. And there are coffee sayings on here. So these will definitely be used again. I did use actually quite a bit of them on this layout. I think I used like 4 or 5. You guys will see in just a minute. So I've gotten all of my layers down, and you saw how I adhered all of the layers. I went layer by layer. So I did the photos first, then I went to the next layer and glued that down to the next layer, and then I glued that down to the next layer. For me, that works. For some people, they might just take it all apart, but I honestly can't. I mean, sometimes I do that, but for the most part, if I have a lot of layers like this, I can't do that because I will never get it back in the same exact spot that I had it originally, which can be very frustrating. If you have it in like this perfect spot, you really, really like the way it looks, and then you take it apart and start gluing it down, and then you're done with it, and you're like, hold on, this is not how I had it the first time. So this little piece here is like a notebook paper, and it says you got this, but there's nothing that we got here. So I'm just going to cover that up with the little arrow piece here that says this was amazing. So that's one way that you can make your kit work for you. If the little words on them don't work, change them, put something over them, put washi tape over them, put ribbon over them. You can still use your pieces, just change them up a bit. Because now I have this little spot where I can write the year and the date and everything on that. And I don't do it on camera, you guys. I really don't do my journaling on camera very often because it takes time. And my handwriting is terrible. So, but I will put the year and the date and where we were on there. So, over top of the little heart on the center of the 2 pages, or pictures, I put today was ridiculously fabulous. That's a really, really cute little phrase. So the other ones that I'm going to use, which I'm going to put at the top, is who you are is perfect, my heart beats love, and my heart is so full right now. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my black mist that I have in my stash and do some black splatters. I just need to add some more black on this layout, and then that's going to be it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. I will have Clique kits linked below so you guys can get your hands on their products and their kits. Also, I will have a coupon code below as well, so you guys can get a discount in the shop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Bye.